One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us from Dick's Stadium in Kent, Ohio, home to the Golden Flashes of Kent State. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on a team from the MAC, the Kent State Golden Flashes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Their quick completion. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking for a man, it's Falk. He uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The Golden Flashes have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Pass to Stinson, still on his feet. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel
picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not the start this offense wanted.
Snags it quickly on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great play by the quarterback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Oh, they're after him. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. To the air, it's Falk. Going for the big play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
He's got it on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might...
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
He'll pull it on the read. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Dances away to buy time. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Oh, he's going to remember that one for sure, man. He did a nice job getting outside the pocket, but at that point now, he's got to be on high alert. He knows this defense is going to be coming flying at him. He'll be doing a better job sliding or running out of bounds the next time that happens in this game. I guarantee you that.
The pitch. Turning it on. Touchdown, Wildcats. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
The running back is going to get the long touchdown run of the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure coming. He tries to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Falk. The throw, caught over the middle, it's Etheridge. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And his throw is incomplete.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing.
Hauls it in the first down and more. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike. We've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
And the Golden Flashes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Golden Flashes want to crank the tempo.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver and tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
So now it's 2nd and long. Going up top again. Throwing right. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Golden Flashes with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Falk. Rush is on him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card. You saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And I love the pass rush here by the defense. 2 straight plays with their backs against the wall. Does not get better than that.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Snagged in the middle, it's Etheridge. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the 1st down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Kansas State 7, Kent State 0.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Now the play fake. Lets it go to the end zone. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out and make some stops.
Sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. So the 16-play drive, and what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Edwards. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. On the run, it's Edwards. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Got his man downfield. Turning on the Jets. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Dumps it to the back. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Takes the handoff. It's Newman. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
He wants to change this route. Johnson looking to throw. Here's a heat. He might have gotten way too greedy there. Held it too long and couldn't throw it away to avoid the loss.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
On the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down.
All out of space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
There's a lot of ways to run the football. You can do it conventionally, handing it off. You can do it with the QB run. How about getting the wide receiver involved, though, on the reverse? Perfectly executed. He's able to get to the outside. That's a really nice gain for the offense.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Kansas State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. A little trickery, and they flip it ahead. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Fair catch called for and made. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to pass, it's Falk. Quickly complete. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Here comes the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The golden flashes want to move quickly. On third down, he drops to throw. Release to the back. That's caught. It's Garcia. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
And the golden flashes are marching down the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Running back searching for a hole. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Johnson wants to throw it. Steps away. Going for 6. Touchdown, Wildcats! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, Dave.
Oh, they want the 2, and the holder's going to try to throw it. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Breaks the tackle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Golden Flashes come to the line in the hurry-up. That's reeled in. It's Garcia. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. They'll run play action. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and forcible.
Big tight end makes the grab, it's a first down. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Golden Flashes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Edwards. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Rides the back on the option to give. Got the first down and more. Open space in the middle. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Kansas State. Great job by the back on the option.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Johnson looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
You got to do a better job with your decision-making at quarterback. I love the individual effort, escaping when things break down. Now you're trying to find someone open downfield on the scramble drill, but no one's there. Just throw it away. Take the incompletion, live to play another day. But now, because you ran out of bounds, you've lost 3 yards.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
The Golden Flashes are in the hurry up. Off play action. Fires to the right. And the incomplete pass. Up 4th down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Really good job running the ball, getting that 1st down. Now here comes the tempo.
Quickly to the tight end. Run out of bounds, they'll spot him at the 24.
Well, it's a nice pickup on the play by the tight end there, but how about that massive hit on defense, keeping the tight end short of picking up that 1st down?
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Unleashes one deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Rifles it down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Johnson wants to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He tried to get out of trouble, but he goes down for the sack. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down. It was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
On on 4th down. They're taking to the air. Under fire. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory, now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Unleashes it. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making the play, forcing the incompletion.
Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Kent State.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll try the run. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Finds his man. It's Brown. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Finds the tight end. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, there's an alley on the left. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Kansas State has it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And it's no good. He missed the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Kansas State. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Yeah, and the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And the extra point is good. The lead is 19.
Kansas State 39. Kent State 20.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clark. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They've got it to a 2-possession game, but now going for the onside kick here in the third quarter. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Catch in the middle, it's Edwards. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Finds his big tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good. You're late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like it. Offense doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Golden Flashes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. He'll take the deep shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. They'll run the option. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He's got it along the sideline. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the 1st down, a few more 1st downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
Kansas State, 28.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Going right to work up top. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something.
Lots of running room. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Looking to scramble. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it's caught at the 10.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
And he's stopping behind the line of scrimmage, tried to break out the spin move and still couldn't get loose.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitch man one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their...
He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Kent State!
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Kansas State, 46. Kent State, 34.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Now on the move. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Johnson looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Oakland. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Kansas State back at it after picking up the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Catch in the middle. It's Edwards. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And he couldn't find anywhere to get rid of the football, and he'll take the sack. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
This defense so far, they've understood the mission. The mission is to get this fast, speedy quarterback on the ground. And they've got to him early, they've got to him often, and most importantly, they continue to get him on the ground and create these negative plays for this offense that creates a big hole for him.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Never has to leave the pocket and fires over the middle. Makes a grab down the middle. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Johnson wants to throw it. Under fire. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
No rest for the wicked for this offense. They are taking shots. You just saw a big explosive play on the previous one, and right away they get back to the line of scrimmage, and they throw it in the end zone. They have got this defense on their heels.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. Gives it on the option. Touchdown, Kansas State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has been just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.